All right, mate. Can we play poker like a poker player? Been trying. So like single raise pot, button versus low jack. Buttons probably a lot of suited tens, some suited nines, suited broadways. Yeah, suited aces, and then pocket pairs. So that's their range. Calling range is pretty tight when they, especially like low stacks like this. Um, I think we can check here. Check, check. Now another ace comes. If you have the ace of hearts, so kind of he didn't bet anyways, but it would cut down on the number of flush draws out there. I think we just go bet now for value from any pocket pairs, which didn't happen. You can obviously check there. Fifth check is actually more preferred than the bet, so we did lose a point there. We did make a mistake. What is this? 50 big blind single raise pot. This is, yeah, it should be even like, yeah, suited eights, suited nines, suited jacks, a little bit wider. Um, Cut off first button, cold call in three bet. So got a lot of hands in range here. With my pocket twos, I think I would bet here small. And it's, yep, prefers that 60% of the time. It's just the pocket twos are horrible. It might just try to get hands like this to fold out right away. Pocket jacks versus the cutoff in a three bet pot. So who is the three better or the cutoff? So we defended jacks. We could four bet these at some frequency, and they have a lot of hands. Ace 10 offsuit, a lot of like on this board, 663. He's probably going to bet. I don't know. I guess you could raise this, right? Technically, but then like, what do you do here? Like, do you just jam? No, because maybe that's just not the good way to play it. So it's check. I don't know. I like to check raise, but then the king comes, so maybe we do check it back. I have to call. Yeah, I don't know if we like doing it this way. I mean, we have to call. Yeah, 6-5 suited, whatever. That was right, but I mean the pot odds. I'm like, we have to call. We put in too much money, so the check raise was kind of, you didn't have to do that necessarily. 60 big blinds, pocket tens versus the hijack. It's just a hijack open, so they should be ace 10 offsuit, ace 9 offsuit exactly, and then suited sevens and some suited king X and suited ace X. What do we want to do here with pocket tens? You could bet or check. I always just prefer betting to like make it look like our range has king. I mean, honestly, we're supposed to bet this card. I thought, well, we have pocket tens. It's better. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the button. No, we're in the button. He has more 10x. I mean, ace x. This is interesting. Big bet. He's using a big bet. He's repping the ace. I mean, there is heart draws out there. We do have the 10 of hearts. I think we fold because we have the 10 of hearts. Yeah, that makes sense. I think maybe a different combo of tens we could call, possibly. 6-5 offsuit versus a button open, single raise pot, king 4. I check. I'm assuming this guy is going to bet small. That's usually what's, yeah. And I'm probably just going to have to fold this, even though I know, like, I want to check raise because, like, usually on these paired boards, you always bet small, and it just works, right? It just works. So, good job, sir. Limp pot versus the big blind. You got to be careful on these. We have decent equity here. Nine hen, jack queen. So I mean, you could check raise. You could lead here. You could probably stab at it with like one big blind, and I don't know. Now probably a bad bluff there. We'll go past that one. I honestly didn't like that bluff because it's like we have held the cards that we wanted our opponent to have, if that makes sense. 20 big blinds, single raise pot. Again, who was the leader? He's probably going to bet small again. And I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess technically you could continue because you have the jack of diamonds, right? Technically. And you check again, and he checks, so he doesn't have a queen. So So wouldn't we have to like bluff at this then? Yeah. All right. I guess so. 50 big blinds, 3-bet pot. Big blind, 3 bets to hijack. I think we defend like suited nines. Yeah, suited nines, suited tens, jacks, some offsuit broadways, and probably some 4 bets with like king six, some weird stuff. Big blind have a lot of ace x, king x, yeah, and the jack nine, jack eight, stuff like that. I think with pocket eights here, with the 8 of clubs, we have to call. We don't love it, but we have to. Check. I think we check because what's the point of betting? We're only going to get called by something better, right? And a queen hits, so we lose to ace queen. We lose to a better flush. But I think the way we got there in the pot odds, I think you just have to call this with the flush. And ace queen. Oh, of course, he has ace queen. But, what are you going to do? 100 big blind, 3-bet pots, small blind, 3-betting the cutoff. So a lot of, like I said, ace x, suited ace x, and broadways, basically. Ace 5 suited, but a lot of broadways. And the cutoff should be defending, like, suited 9, suited 8s, yeah. So, again, position matters on this type of board is really connected. I don't know, do they want a big bet? I think a big bet yeah. The only reason is because we have, like, I have the king that blocks that queen, and this 10 interacts with these diamonds. It just looks like a big bet to me. Plus, Jack gives us the nuts, and sometimes you just want to bet big when you have like gut shot and an overcard. It seems like whatever solvers like to do that. So 25 big blinds, blind versus blind, single raise pot. We have the queen of, I think you should check here. I guess not, dude. I guess since we have the queen, we do bet. Yeah, I guess just take it down like that. So then if we live and we learn. Here, I mean, I think we probably have the best hand, but I think you can just bet and get them off 9-8, I mean, no reason to check on this because we have a lot of pocket pairs. Who just pretend that's 8-8. We have a full house, It's simple. I don't know. 3-bet pot, guys. 3-bet pot, 30 big blinds. So this gets dicey. Because we're the 3-better, and it's like, look at the board. But then again, like, what does this guy have? Don't think about what you have. Like, this is all the hands, like, he has. The other, like, he doesn't have aces. He does actually have aces, but kings, queens, jacks, tens, he's just shoving afterwards. So, his board really doesn't favor him. I mean, to be honest, maybe we do bet big here. Yeah, we do. And then we just fold. No, we go with it. All right, dude. I guess technically, yeah, we are betting like 30% of our stack this way. So I guess you just have to go with it at that point. But maybe they just rather have you. I don't think check. No, it doesn't work. It's like, I guess they bet small for a range bet, and then you can get out of the way. See, I get it. If you bet this, you're putting too much of your stack, and now you have to call this because you just put like half too much of your stack in the pot. The pot's too big, and I get it. You can't. So that's why it's a mistake. But when you do it, small bet, range bet, and this guy's just saying like, I have a set of nines, I have jacks, I have tens, I have better hands than you. That's what he's saying. So we just fold and cheaper. So that's cool. So 60 big blinds, 3-bet pot. We had flopped the set. low jack should be defending. Yeah, so suited 9, suited 10s. I always tell people that calling hands are always going to be like those types of hands. This could be some like 4-bet bluffs, like ace 5, king 7. I'm assuming. Um, do we want to bet here? I think we do. Small. Yeah, keep them in the pot. Now we have a full house. Now it's between check or bet. I mean, we're hoping he has a queen, right? Or kings. Or even like a nice flush draw, ace, king of spades would be nice. I don't know if we bet small or big. If we bet big, he's going to go away, right? No. Wow, what does he have? He's repping a set of queens then, right? Or ace, king, or ace, queen, or kings, aces, ace 5, suited. I don't know, a bunch of hands. He had king, queen offsuit. I'm fucking going through all those hands. All right, we'll do a couple more. Maybe I'm not good. I guess I don't know. 3-bet pot, 40 big blinds. These we have a gut shot to the nuts. We have backdoor equity, so flush, straight opportunities, and an overcard. This looks pretty good to me. I don't know if we could just bet big right away. Yeah, I think so. Or no, actually, I mean, you can bet small too. It's bet big or bet small frequency. So the only reason I like bet big sometimes with hands like this is just like actually I'd rather them be a little bit deeper, to be honest. If this was like 60 big blinds plus, maybe that's when I would do a bigger bet, because it's just you do have a lot of backdoor equity. But I understand the small range bet. So here we are in 20 big blind button versus big blind single raise pot. It should be like offsuit 8s and like suited 5s. So suited 5s, there's some, and offsuit 8s. So that's their range. And then obviously some ace X. We have 2 pair here. So I mean, we can do a lot of things. You could check raise this. You can call. I don't know. Maybe you just check raise it. No, wait a minute. Let's think of this. They're so short stacked. We want to keep the guy in the pot. We want to keep him in. Not afraid of draws. Check back. Hopefully bets so he doesn't have it. Now we get counterfeit by that 9, which kind of sucks, right? I don't know, bet value. What can we just bet small here and then deuce? No, it's a check. It's a check. Because if I was thinking, like, the button has a lot of 9x, right? I'm like, oh, doesn't he? Yeah, a lot of 9x. So when he bets and I call, I check. A 9 would check. That's the only reason I'm like a little leery. So I think that's why you do check back. And you definitely call this. I don't think it's is it a shove? No, it's just a pure call. He had 10-8 of diamonds, by the way. That matter. 3-bet. This is that. We'll do 2 more. Button versus small blind, 3-bet. So there's kind of like wider ranges because it's late position open. So, and these are all the hands you're going to defend. You defend a lot. Like people in the low stakes actually overfold way too much. I never see people defend 9-7, 10-7. I do. I love 10-8 suited, Jack 8 suited, Jack 9 suited. There's no way in the low stakes people are defending at the right frequency. So this board really, who's the 3-bet of the small blind? And I'm calling. I feel like I have way more 6s, 8s, pocket 10s. Well, he has pocket 10s too. I would check. Yeah, I would try to get this to the showdown as cheaply as possible at this point, because I don't think he has a 10. I don't think he has jacks. He would have bet. I think he would have bet diamonds. Maybe he's capping his range to an ace king. That's what I am supposed to bet there. Check, check. I mean, he is, right? We should take a stab because when people check, yeah, king, queen, I mean, king, jack, I get it. Check twice. It's really capping your range. And when you just flop the nuts, it's like you can do whatever. It's a 3-bet pot. Of course, the board gets paired. I don't know if we can just come out firing. Like, I don't know. I don't play. So, yeah, you're going to